Where?
Finger Lakes and Lock. She and her husband are at Cornell.
Chris, will take those out?
Success. I want to talk about success. Today is day 15 of the 2017 Salvation Army Fight for Good tour. I'm still in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm just outside of the Ruth Lilly, it's a tongue twister, the Ruth Lilly Women and Children's Shelter. A lot of people in Indianapolis don't really know what this center is about, what the shelter is about. We're right across the street from one of the big entertainment centers here. And I think as an entrepreneur, as a business-oriented guy, right, and as an outsider, one of the things that I've tried to determine through the course of this trip is, what does success look like? How do you define success from a big picture perspective, right? So we're in Chicago and I'm asking Major Dahlberg, what does success look like? Or, I'm in Detroit, even speaking to Kem, what does success look like? And I think this morning here at the shelter was a real moment of transformation, if you will, about what success really is, about what success really looks like for everyone, for people whose struggles we may never comprehend, right? And that's what we talked about this morning here at the shelter. What does success look like? And of all the things that we spoke about this morning, and I helped out with breakfast. I had a great time back in the kitchen. Such a wonderful, warm and welcoming staff here today. I was making eggs, sausage, and toast, and got to serve breakfast to a lot of the families this morning. I had a chance to sit down and speak with a couple of the residents here, which was really impactful. And it's just a really stark reminder, especially now during the holidays. This is the week of Thanksgiving, that we get caught up with what our own personal success looks like, and we forget how simple success can really look. For many of the women in this shelter, success is going a week without being physically abused. Success is holding a job and getting a paycheck. Success is getting away. And you never would think of success that way. You never would think of success something as simple as having a warm place to sleep or having a warm meal. And it was such a joy. So many of the women this morning came down and said how excited they were to have sausage and eggs and toast this morning. And it was a pleasure to be here. But it was a lot of fun today ringing the kettlebell at the city market. First of all, this was a double first time. So this was my first time ever actually ringing the bell. I had never gone out and done bell ringing. We're here in state number 9. I'm sure it's something that I'll be doing a lot more throughout the remainder of the Fight for Good tour. But it was also the very, very first time that the Army has ever had a bell in City Market. And if you're from Indianapolis, you know how big a deal that is, or at least you know how big a deal the City Market is. There's dozens of incredible places to eat in there. It's right in the middle of the city, and it's a place that everyone knows and loves. And now to have a bell there, everyone here was beaming, especially because that bell is designated specifically for the Ruth Lilly Women's and Children's Center. See, by the time I leave Indianapolis, I'm going to be able to pronounce it properly. All the proceeds from that bell, they're going to bring that bell right back to this location, count it up, and every day, those funds will go directly to this location. So if you live here in Indianapolis, you can go down to City Market, have lunch like you always do, have a good time, and as you're leaving, that bell will be there through the remainder of the holiday season, all the way up until Christmas. Go check it out and know that when you donate to that particular bell, you're helping people, you're helping families, and you're helping some really incredible women, some really amazing kids, and you're really helping people who are in the most dire of need this holiday season, and some really incredible programs that are making that happen. speaking to the caseworkers, speaking to the staff here, speaking to the officers, it really just deepens your understanding of what it really just gives you a deeper understanding of how deeply people are struggling and how the Army is there no matter what. We talked about how oftentimes women will leave and come back to the shelter 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. That women will come and go, and this is a voluntary shelter, so you come in, you can leave, you can come back. And that was difficult to hear, that this is a place whose doors are always open. 24/7, 365, and a lot of the times the women that come to this shelter do arrive here in the middle of the night because that's the only opportunity that they have to escape. The services that the Army is providing, here at the Children's Center, the Women and Children's Center, it's saving lives. Again, I can't, you don't go into shelters like this and walk around with a camera. Oftentimes they don't bring cameras into the center at all. And so they were really excited to see me this morning. They're really excited to have a visitor and everything. But this is the sort of place that saves lives. This is the sort of place where people's lives are turned around forever. We love celebrating the success stories. We love hearing from the Chems of the world, right? We love hearing from the Lolo Joneses of the world. But you don't need to win an Olympic medal to be successful. You don't need to sell 500,000 albums to be successful. The services that this center provides are helping people achieve success on every level, every day, in ways that we may never understand or appreciate, but it's really amazing to know that the Army is out here doing this work day after day after day and providing services, again, that many of us never even consider. Ringing the red kettlebell, it can be pretty thankless. I really thought that you get out there, you ring, and everyone that walks by is going to drop something in there. That wasn't how it worked. So I know that it's not even Thanksgiving. The Red Kettle season doesn't even officially kick off until Thursday down in Dallas. Go Cowboys. It's very difficult to come to terms with what you see in a shelter like this, in a center like this, and compare that to people walking by and not really understanding what the shield means and what the funds in that kettle are going to. I couldn't imagine what these women are going, I couldn't imagine what these women have gone through. I certainly couldn't imagine the city of Indianapolis without a place like this.